Yo, it's poppin'. It's Kendrick Lamar right here with my folks, good folks at Dub CNN. Y'all stay tuned, boy. 100.
Yo, Dub CNN. We're here with Kendrick Lamar. Hey, Kendrick, I want to talk to you about this album. It's doing real well, close to 1 million sold. But to start this off, I want to show you this video that we did with you back in 2007.
I just watched this.
Oh, you watched it?
I just watched it like 2 weeks ago.
So, what goes through your mind when you see this video 6 years later?
Oh, man. It's a great feeling to know where I come, you know, how far I came, you know, and to actually be at the level where I'm at now and looking at that video. So it's a crazy feeling. A lot of work over the years, man, between that period and now, you know, so much love.
What's like the most important thing that has changed for you, like over the years, besides the obvious money and fame?
Just growth as a person, you know, as a man, you know, you have more responsibilities and you start recognize, you know, what more things are important to you, you know. I think that just, you know, within itself, you know, wisdom, you know, that changed for the most part.
Which was the most fun recording? Which project?
The most fun, all of them, really, all of them, because each one had like a different experience about them. You know, Section 8 was more about, you know, a generation of people, and Good Kid was more about myself, you know, so they both have their own entities, you know, and mean certain spaces in my life. But yeah, I had to say Section 80, Good Kid for sure.
So, looking back, when was the big turning point for you personally? I mean, Section 80 played a big role, but then Dre came in a picture and took it to another level.
That was like the second level of it, you know. A turning point was really defined, you know, who I am as an artist, you know, and said I'm Kendrick Lamar. I think that was the first, you know, turning point of everything, you know, that really broke down the definition of, you know, what I'm doing as an artist and, you know, what I want to stand for. That was the real turning point.
Isn't it like a lot of pressure now going in the studio and, you know, putting out that work because people expect so much from you now?
Man, you know, it's crazy. They were saying they expected a lot before the album, so I don't even know what pressure is called anymore. I think it's just a word made up now that people just want to put on you, because before I put this album out, it was like, how much pressure is it for you to have Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, and then I delivered the album. Now they saying how much the pressure for you to do it again. I don't even know what pressure is now. I'm just doing me, man. I don't even look at it as pressure anymore. I never really looked at it as pressure, you know. I just felt like, you know, I'm gonna just make the best music I can make. You either like it or you don't, but it's always gonna be real to me.
After dropping Good Kid, you said now your life story is kind of told already, and now that's the end of a chapter. What can we expect from you now as far as content-wise?
Man, I have no idea. Really, that you know, I still have a whole lot more to talk about. I mean, that album, you only got one day in the life of me being 17 years old, you know, so that's so many years that didn't trigger past, you know, things that I've learned, lessons that I learned, you know, people that I met, places I've been, you know, so there's a whole lot I could talk about, but once I get inspired to get back in, and that's when I'm gonna really go in for it.
Have you recorded anything since the album yet?
Nah, not really, just really been sitting back, man, and touring as much as possible. I mean, I got ideas. I'm always writing. I write every day. You know, but as far as locking in the studio and recording, I haven't done that in a while. You know, so just all I got is a pen and a pad for now.
As far as Dr. Dre's involvement, he didn't really produce a song like people expected, maybe. Was there a specific reason for this?
Basically, Dre just told me to go out there and just do my own thing. You know, it wasn't... See, the thing about it is, people get so caught up in the hype of just being with Dre, they just figure that, you know, he just had to stand over your back the whole time, you know, while you're doing music. He looked at me as an artist. I already had 3 like albums out, which was like street albums, Kendrick Lamar EP, OD, and Section 80. He said I was already ready. All I need to do is go out and continue to do what I'm doing, you know, and when it's broke, don't fix it, you know. When if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That was the main thing he was always saying. So by the time I supposed to came and turned the album into him, that's when we supposed to lock in the studio and do some records. But he decided and said, you're done. You know, you don't need to go back in with me because you have all the records here. You have Kill My Vibe, you have Poetic Justice, you have Women, Weed, and Weather, you have Swimming Pools. He's like, that's your 4 records right there. And you have a body of work that's already done. You know, let's put it out. you know, and that's how it went. Simple as that.
As far as the recipe song, you had a video for that, but scrapped it and then put out swimming pools instead. Because some people didn't get it. At first, they were hyped for the video.
Because the original plan was to shoot the recipe video behind the Coachella. You know, that was the original idea. So we just stuck with that, you know, rather than doing some big video. Yeah.
So, at what point did you know that Good Kid, Mad City was going to be a concept album?
I always knew it to be a concept album. I've been had this idea in mind, you know, for years. You know, before OD. Yep, before Kendrick Lamar OD. I always knew, you know, my first album be a concept, just because that's how I looked at all the best of the, you know, albums that I grew up to. They always had, you know, their own identity in a certain era of music, you know, especially now everything is so different, you know. So when you get a concept album from a new artist, it shows that it still lives in the game. You know, that's just something I was raised up on, you know, when I listened to the Chronic album, or I listen to Machiavelli and albums like that. You know, that's just something that I like to do, you know, talk about sometimes. You know, I know hip hop is a fun culture and music, and you can express yourself however you want to, you know. So you may not get that on every song from me. You get it on a few songs, but this song I might switch it up on you because I feel this way on this day rather than that way on that day, you know.
Can you see where people are coming from when they say, you know, most people say Good Kid, Mad City is the best work yet, but the older fans still prefer Section 80 over that. Can you see where they're coming from and why?
Yeah, I see where they're coming from. Fans, they just want you as an entity. They don't want the whole world to know you. You know, that's it's just simple as that. It ain't nothing else to it. You know. Yeah, it's like they just. Yeah, I see exactly where they're coming from. You know, but you know, in this generation today, everybody want to be on the new, you know, and not really be exposed to, you know, once everybody's exposed to it, you know, not really jump on hands on. So that's them feeling like, you know, Section 80, I had it first, you know, I was there first, you know, that's why I had it first, right? You don't know about this, which is dope, you know, they can always have them debates.
The more they talk about
it. Right. Now you'll have people that just dropped on Good Kid say, well, I knew him since Good Kid, you know what I mean? I be 4 albums down. Yep.
Nas said that you put out his favorite album of last year.
Man, you know, that's crazy. I was like, man, that's ill. You know, just for the fact, you know, Nas a legend. You know, I look up to him the same way I look up to Jay, you know, Big and Pac. You know, he's around that whole era, you know. And for him to say that and to know he put out an album as well, you know, that's incredible. It's a great feeling to know, you know, he respect, you know, what I'm doing. You know, it means a lot. Keep me going.
So, when can we expect that collabo with DJ Quick, man?
Man, yep, definitely. I got plans for that. He probably don't know. He probably don't know, but for sure, yeah, DJ Quick, that's the big homie, man. Every time we bump heads, it's all love. He tell me keep doing what I'm doing, so which is a great thing. He's a legend. We can talk about him all day.
MC8 said he thought it was cool that you picked him for that song instead of, you know, somebody like Quick or Dre, whoever from Compton.
Yeah, that's well appreciated. I'm glad you look at it like that. You know, he's a legend as well from the city. You know, we all grew up listening to him, my pops, my uncles, and to me, MC8 was just a little bit more raw, you know, and uncut, you know, than it was just a little it's a little more aggressive. You're right. I could have got Quick, you know, I could have got, you know, Dre, but I just wanted a little bit more raw, and I just heard his voice, you know, and they're just, you know. I'm big on how people cadence and, you know, how they delivering and stuff, and his delivery matched it, and he delivered once again, man, as always.
So Schoolboy Q is next in line, but you know, people still ask about that Black Hippie album.
Yeah, man, really just to focus on Schoolboy Q right now. What is album Oxymoron, you know what I mean? And maybe